Hello, Sandra here. Did you know that October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month? For my contribution, I wanted to share just a bit of a different story with you. If you are someone that is interested and curious of hearing about those synchronicities and the more spiritual side of things, you may find this interesting. And I'm also going to share one of the simplest and best tips that I have for early detection. Did you ever have a situation that you can look back on and know with certainty that you were somehow being guided or helped? As with so many significant moments in my life, I know, trust, and believe that I was guided with events, circumstances, and ideas that led me to discovering the lump in my breast. The story begins in December of 2012. We had just moved to Vancouver Island the month before, and we're still adjusting to what I hoped would be a slower paced life with more time to focus on my health and get a handle on the ongoing challenges of living with rheumatoid arthritis. We were living in a beautiful home with a West Coast vibe and a lovely view, and the holiday season was approaching, and I wanted to make our home look festive, but I was still exhausted from the move, so I really wanted something that was simple and easy without too much effort to either put up or take down. I decided to simply decorate our home with different displays of colorful ornaments and some greenery. And I chose a theme entirely of gorgeous, colorful Christmas balls. I put them in vases. I had a huge brandy snifter full of them. I lined them along the windowsills and nestled them among cedar boughs. And I even strung some on beautiful ribbons and hung them from the ceiling. As the new year was approaching, I also located some really neat little mirrored disco balls in a variety of sizes, and so I hung those up as well. The place was looking really festive, and we were planning to host a dinner party with some friends. And I had the idea that we should continue on with the ball theme with the food that we were serving. So everything was round and ball shaped. We had cherry tomato and bocconcini skewers. There were arancini balls, which is risotto balls with cheese stuffed in the middle. We had delicious glazed meatballs, stuffed mushroom caps piled high, so they definitely were round. And my friend's daughters made a beautiful selection of handmade, hand-rolled truffle balls. The food was fantastic. We had a ball. Fast forward to a couple of weeks later, decorations had just been taken down, and I was doing as I tend to do. I was running my hands over my body, giving myself a really nice self-hug, when I was immediately stopped in my tracks because I felt something definitely ball-shaped in my left breast. I immediately flashed on all the images of the balls that I'd been placing in my environment, in my home, with our food, everything. I'd literally been obsessed and had been seeking them out and searching for them. It was definitely top of awareness. I truly believe that I received guidance from something other than myself to bring this awareness to the point that when I found the lump, I would know for certain what it was and to pay attention. It was that early self-detection that quite possibly saved my life, and I have been cancer-free now for 9 years and counting. I know that finding that lump when I did and acting immediately was so very important. The tumor was discovered to be accelerated in growth and more aggressive because of the medications that I was on for an autoimmune condition. So that early detection was so key. My very, very best piece of advice for all of us is to become intimately familiar with our bodies. Do an inventory on a regular basis. If we know where we are as a baseline, we can more easily detect if something is off. The other important message I want to share is if you do find something, get it checked. Get it checked right away. I can't say for certain if I would have reacted to the whole situation in the same way if I hadn't have surrounded myself with all of those Christmas balls. I don't know if I would have A, noticed the lump, or B, would have known with 100% certainty that I needed to act right away, because this was one of those really important pay attention moments. I just knew it. So I am forever grateful for those synchronicities and circumstances that guided me to make that discovery. And I'm super grateful that I'm here today to share that story with you. If you are considering showing your support for breast cancer this October, instead of purchasing and bringing items into our home that a corporation has slapped a pink ribbon on, why don't we engage in conversations, have discussions with our friends and family on just the importance of really being in the driver's seat, being in charge of our health, taking responsibility for knowing our bodies very, very well. Thanks for listening. Thanks for being here, and know that you are loved.